I've been very keen to get out again with my Bugs 3 and a Bugs 6 frame, but the weather hasn't been too good, and then I managed to stuff up the cable to my Aomway goggles, which I finally repaired. So I went out with a couple of batteries that were fully charged. The trouble is they're fully charged 3 days ago, so they were sagging badly from the moment I took off, so I knew they'd be fairly short flights, but the wind had died down around getting on to 7-8 o'clock at night, and I realised that the Foxeer Razer Mini I've got is very good in low light. So I thought, we'll give it a go. It should be a good test of the Foxeer FPV camera. At the same time, I'm running my Xiaomi Y1 Lite HD camera with a ND filter on it. And what I'm seeing straight away is the bars I'm getting on the Foxeer is because there's no ND filter. Well, you compare it with the HD cam and it's perfectly clear. But yeah, you can hear the poor old drone groaning as it tries to keep into the air with those depleted batteries. So I knew it'd have a fairly short flight. So as soon as it got super sluggish, I decided to get over the newly mown sports field. So when it came down, it would come down softly there. But it was still great to get out again, and I'm wrapped with the camera. In fact, the only one that I've read that's better is the Caddx Ratel Starlight. So I've actually got one of those on order. This time it's coming from Sydney, Australia, rather than from China, since China's closed at the moment with the coronavirus and other issues going on there. But no, it's a great little rig, and I'm really enjoying flying it. And most of all, I'm enjoying being able to see where I'm going, even when the lighting's not ideal. So this is the Bugs 6 frame with the Ram Air modification, the little tube going onto the VTX02, Ishin VTX02 200 milliwatt VTX card that I've tested out to 600 meters. So I'm fairly confident with the range, and it's also been pretty good. I managed to, not on this trip, but I managed to get behind that big tree, have that big tree between me and where I was standing at one stage, and I was still getting progressive breakups, so I had enough time to get out of the shadow. So I'm pretty happy with the whole rig. So coming in low over the newly mown sports field. Oh, what I've done too, I've stretched this image. It was 4:3, and there's a transform option to take it out to 16:9. So that's what you were viewing there, and it gave it a better aspect ratio, much like the HD. This time around, on my second flight, I've left it unstretched, so you're looking at the 4:3 original. Just by way of contrast, if you're still with me. So this time, this is a second battery, which has also been charged for 3 days and then run down. So this time went straight out to the end of the field, fairly high, thinking I'll go as far as I want to go while the battery's still got some grunt on it, and then I'll turn around and come back and fly over us and up to the other end of the field. But I can remember in situations of lighting, I think, better than this, where I've gone up and become totally blind as far as the FPV camera is concerned, and had trouble coming down. So no such problem with this rig. So looking forward to fully charged batteries and getting out and about to interesting locations to film again. Oh, and that stuff you can see hanging down below. From the first crash, I forgot to check the camera for debris, so that's what we've got poking down from the top. So I can feel that it's really sluggish on the throttle, so once again I'm over the field ready for a potential crash landing. So this time I can sort of feel what's going on, so I'm trying to ease it down. Didn't quite make it. So a short walk to retrieve, But overall I'm very happy with how things are going. So once again, happy flying, and let's keep having fun.